gmna uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, I'm Renata Solano. Tonight we'll break down the 405 police chase that ended in a head-on crash, review the City Council's new animal adoption measures, and give you today's traffic outlook with a 210 lane reductions. Over to you, Bennett.
This weekend, the Chinatown Moon Festival returns to Central Plaza, featuring lantern displays, live drumming, and family-friendly food stalls from local vendors.
The festival runs from Friday evening through Sunday night, offering free cultural workshops, calligraphy lessons, and traditional dance performances open to all neighborhoods.
Parking is available at nearby metro stations, and shuttle buses will circulate between the plaza and the historic railway depot for convenient access.
Lots to get to. Let's begin, with the rest of the day's stories awaiting you right after this brief glimpse of the celebration. Here are our top stories. A burglary suspect fled from Los Angeles police, leading to a pursuit that ended in a head-on collision with a California Highway Patrol cruiser on the 405 in the San Fernando Valley. Wesley Tran has the full story.
Off the 405 in the San Fernando Valley, officers from the Los Angeles Police Department and California Highway Patrol gave chase to a burglary suspect who had fled the scene. The pursuit turned dangerous when the suspect entered the freeway traveling the wrong way, colliding head-on with a CHP cruiser near the Ventura Boulevard interchange. Both vehicles sustained major damage, and emergency crews responded to extract the occupants. No fatalities were reported, though several individuals were treated for minor injuries at the scene. The incident adds to a pattern of high-speed pursuits on Southern California freeways that sometimes end in serious crashes locally. Wesley Tran, GMNA News, San Fernando Valley.
The Los Angeles City Council voted unanimously today, a 12-0 tally, to move forward on 2 animal welfare measures. Council members directed the Department of Animal Services to evaluate the purchase of a new animal transport van and to explore partnerships that would let nonprofit groups operate one or more of the city's 6 shelters. In addition, the council passed 2 separate motions aimed at boosting adoption rates and strengthening shelter operations. Officials say the actions are designed to get more dogs and cats out of shelters and into homes while improving efficiency across the system. Nonprofit partners will be consulted as part of the study, and the van assessment could modernize how animals are moved between facilities. The measures reflect a broader push by city leaders to enhance animal services and support community adoption efforts.
Yesterday in Sunland, deputies from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department were on foot chasing a suspect accused of theft when the suspect's dog broke from the chase route and lunged at a deputy, biting him. The deputy, who was the only officer attacked, responded by drawing his sidearm and firing, killing the animal. Sheriff's officials confirmed the shooting took place during the pursuit and said the deputy acted after the dog's aggressive bite presented an immediate threat. No other officers were injured, and the theft suspect was taken into custody. The department stated the use of lethal force aligns with policy when an officer faces a direct danger to personal safety. Animal control officers will investigate the circumstances of the dog's death, and community leaders have been asked to await the official findings before forming conclusions.
Grammy songwriter Diane Warren has adopted Wilbur, the West Hollywood piglet that went viral, and relocated him to her animal sanctuary in Malibu. Wesley Tran has the full story.
At the gates of her Malibu sanctuary, Grammy songwriter Diane Warren cradles a tiny newcomer, Wilbur, the piglet that sparked a social media frenzy after being rescued from a West Hollywood alley. The sanctuary, a fenced parcel of coastal scrub dotted with barns, now houses the pink squeaked visitor in a straw-lined pen beside rescued goats and rescued birds. Warren, who has long supported animal welfare, said she wanted a permanent safe space for the viral piglet after its brief stint in the spotlight. Staff members filmed the handoff, noting the piglet's calm demeanor as it settled into its new home. The sanctuary's volunteers will monitor Wilbur's health and socialization as part of their ongoing care program. Wesley Tran, GMNA News, Malibu.
Yesterday night around 9 p.m., police say two burglars cut the electricity to a home on the 6,800 block of Northford Drive in Tujunga, then shattered a window to gain entry. Investigators recovered the scene after the suspects fled, noting that a belt worth roughly $1,000 was taken. LAPD detectives confirmed the power outage was a deliberate tactic to conceal the break-in and delay alarm response. No injuries were reported, and the occupants discovered the theft only after the lights returned. LAPD officers arrived on the scene within minutes, securing the property and documenting the forced entry. Police noted that disabling power has appeared in other recent residential break-ins across Los Angeles. The case remains under investigation, and detectives are working to identify the suspects and recover the stolen item. Later we'll break down the tour bus blaze that left one dead on 60 freeway, plus more headlines. Stay tuned, we will be right back. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
Welcome back. Authorities confirmed a tragic incident on the 60 freeway early this morning. A tour bus carrying passengers on a regional sightseeing circuit caught fire near the 14th Street exit, and the blaze quickly engulfed the vehicle. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, but despite their efforts, one passenger was found deceased at the scene. The cause of the ignition remains under investigation, and officials have closed the affected lane while crews work to clear debris and extinguish remaining hotspots. Traffic on the 60 freeway was rerouted through nearby surface streets, adding delays for commuters heading toward downtown and the valley. The Los Angeles Fire Department urged anyone witnessing similar emergencies to pull over safely and contact dispatch. The Department of Transportation said it will review safety protocols for passenger buses on state highways. No further injuries have been reported at this time.
A water main rupture on August 21st sent water spilling onto Los Feliz streets, sidewalks, and a popular restaurant patio, prompting road closures and cleanup crews. Wesley Tran has the full story.
Water burst from an underground main early this morning, sending a torrent across the streets of Los Feliz. The break was reported on August 21st. The surge swamped the intersection of Hillhurst Avenue and Western Avenue, turning the pavement into a shallow river that forced vehicles onto makeshift detours. Sidewalks are slick, and a nearby patio at a popular Mexican eatery is under knee-deep water, with diners watching the flow from the doorway. City crews arrived within an hour, deploying pumps and sandbags to divert the runoff while they worked to shut off the broken line. Officials warned residents to avoid the area until the water recedes and repairs are completed. Wesley Tran, GMNA News, Los Feliz.
LAUSD is rolling out free after-school care at more than 700 campuses across the city, a move aimed at easing the burden on working families. The district says the programs will run each weekday after the bell, providing supervised activities, homework help, and meals at no cost to students. While the expansion broadens access, parents have long reported difficulty sorting through the myriad options that differ by school and neighborhood. Officials note that a centralized online portal will launch this week to help families compare schedules and enroll. The initiative arrives as the city grapples with rising child care costs and a tightening labor market, offering a safety net for thousands of households. District leaders stress that the free services are funded through a combination of state grants and local bonds, ensuring they remain available through the end of the school year.
Today, officials announced a sweeping overhaul of a notorious 10-mile stretch of Pacific Coast Highway in Huntington Beach. The plan targets a corridor that has long been a hotspot for cyclist vehicle collisions, prompting a safety-first redesign. Engineers will widen shoulders, add protected bike lanes, and install advanced lighting and signage to separate riders from traffic. The project, slated to begin later this year, will also incorporate crash attenuation barriers at high-risk intersections. City planners say the changes aim to cut the steady stream of accidents that have plagued the coastal route, a key commuter and recreation artery. Funding comes from a combination of state safety grants and local transportation bonds, with construction expected to span several months while traffic is rerouted onto adjacent streets. Residents are urged to stay informed as the work progresses.
Typhus cases are climbing across Los Angeles County as health officials warn of flea-borne bacterial spread and urge residents to take preventive steps. Noel Kirkpatrick has the full story.
Typhus infections have climbed across Los Angeles County over the past few weeks, prompting health officials to warn residents about the flea-borne bacteria. The disease spreads when infected fleas bite humans, often after contact with stray pets or rodents. County epidemiologists say most new cases are clustered in neighborhoods with dense rodent activity. To curb further spread, experts urge people to keep pets on regular flea treatment, avoid handling wild animals, use insect repellent when outdoors, and seal cracks that allow rodents inside homes. They also recommend washing hands after any contact with animals and maintaining clean yards free of debris that can harbor fleas. Vigilance and these simple steps can help keep the community safe. Noel Kirkpatrick, GMNA News, Los Angeles.
Now let's get a look at tonight's forecast with our weather team. A southern jet stream is funneling dry air while pressure climbs, setting the stage for tonight's clear, warm spell. On this date, Los Angeles once baked to 93 degrees Fahrenheit in 2021, a record set during a late summer heat wave. Just 3 years later, a chilly plunge to 55 degrees Fahrenheit was logged in 2024, the result of an unusual marine surge that pushed cold coastal air inland. By contrast, the climate normal for August places today's high near 86 and tonight's low around 63. Those averages underscore how today's temperature sits squarely between the historic extremes. The live radar shows a broad swath of clear air across the basin, with no echo in sight. Upper-level flow from the south is steering that dry tongue eastward, while the building high pressure seals out moisture. With the jet stream humming at about 42 miles per hour aloft, any stray showers would be swept out before reaching the coast. In short, the sky will stay empty as we move into tonight's forecast. At 6 p.m., the city feels 86 degrees, with a heat index nudging 90 under a cloudless dome. Humidity sits at 48%, and a light west wind whispers at 5 miles per hour. Pressure is near average and beginning to rise, which reinforces the stable air mass. Overhead, a southern jet stream moves at roughly 42 miles per hour, capping the atmosphere and preventing any moisture from intruding. Because the ridge remains anchored, temperatures will only dip modestly through the night, reaching a low of 66 by sunrise. UV index holds at 9, though the sun has already set. No precipitation is forecast, and there are no active weather alerts. Looking ahead, Saturday will climb to a high of 95 degrees before slipping to a low of 64, all under clear skies. The high-pressure ridge will still dominate, keeping the southern jet stream aloft and the air dry. Sunday pushes the mercury to around 100 degrees, with a low near 66 as the ridge strengthens further. Monday repeats the 100-degree mark, while the night cools to about 73, a modest drop thanks to lingering onshore flow. Tuesday tops the week at 102 degrees, then eases to a low of 75. Wednesday caps the stretch at 100 degrees, with a low of 77, still clear and windless. The pattern remains a dry, warm dome through the work week, no rain windows and no alerts. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Traffic, humming with lane reductions on 210 and construction on 5 connectors, Dodgers host Pirates and Veg ER opens. We will be right back. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
Westbound Interstate 210 near Altadena Drive is down to 2 lanes after a semi-fire sparked a slowdown. Expect 5 minutes added travel between Pasadena and Altadena, and consider 710 as an alternate. North-south traffic on the Interstate 5 connectors to Interstate 605 stays closed each night for construction, forcing all traffic onto Interstate 5. That adds 10 minutes through Sepulveda, so use 405 or surface streets like Rosecrans for San Fernando Valley trips. At Los Angeles International Airport, eastbound lanes on Vehicle Service Road C remain closed for pavement work. Airport shuttles run on the western road, taxiway access slower on the east side. On the transit side, Dash-Lamert-Slauson service is suspended for the day, so riders should switch to Metro Bus Line 24 or a rideshare. Overall, most freeways are moving, but these pockets will linger into the evening.
KCON 2026 rolls into Los Angeles this week, turning downtown into a global pop playground. Fans can expect more than catchy tunes and flawless choreography, with surprise panels and street art that turn the city into a living stage. If vinyl is your heartbeat, California's largest record fair lands in town later this week, bringing an all-vinyl DJ lineup that will spin classics on turntables you can actually touch. It's a chance to hunt for rare pressings and meet the collectors who keep the analog spirit alive. Meanwhile, across the city, the work of Joey Terrell is on view in several galleries, offering a fresh look at pioneering queer Chicana art that still feels urgent today. These events give you a reason to step out, whether you're chasing the next big festival vibe or a quieter moment with groundbreaking art. And now here's Terrence with sports.
Summer heat fuels LA's weekend battles across baseball and football. After sweeping the Rockies in Colorado, the Dodgers returned to Chavez Ravine for a 3-game series against Pittsburgh. Left-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto makes his 4th start, giving the staff a reliable ace as the club eyes a late-season push for the postseason. Former Rams kicker Joshua Carty remains a free agent, still hunting a roster spot as preseason approaches. After the Rams cut him last season, his best chance may lie with Tennessee, where a vacancy could revive his NFL career. Week 2 of Rams preseason throws the depth chart into flux. Quarterback 2, a 3rd-string running back, 5th and 6th wide receivers, and a 3rd-string tackle all vie for roles, while the defensive unit tightens competition for the final 3-4 roster spots. Tulsa Drillers outfielder Josu DePaula delivered a 4 RBI night, propelling the club to a decisive win over the Sod Poodles. His surge highlights a promising power bat that could earn a call-up as the Dodgers evaluate depth in the outfield. Second-year receiver Kanata Mumpfield earned Sean McVay's praise for competing without the ball, a sign he's mastering route discipline and special teams value. That intangible effort could translate into a deeper role as the Rams fine-tune their receiving core. Infielder Santiago Espinal signed a minor league contract with Arizona, leaving the Dodgers' taxi squad behind. The move offers him fresh opportunity to showcase his versatility, while Los Angeles continues to shuffle depth pieces ahead of the final stretch. Stay tuned, the next play could reshape LA's championship dreams.
Thanks, Terrence. VegER, the health-focused startup, just opened its first Beverly Grove location on the bustling corner of Wilshire and La Cienega. The 2,500-square-foot clinic brings on-site emergency medical services to festivals, corporate campuses, and everyday shoppers, offering rapid response care the moment a concern arises. By stationing paramedics and telemedicine tools right in the neighborhood, the team cuts minutes off response times that can matter in a heart stop or a severe allergy. Residents and workers now have a trusted health resource steps away from coffee shops and boutiques, strengthening the district's sense of safety. In a city where traffic can delay an ambulance, having a health hub on the block can be the difference between a quick recovery and a missed beat. Up next, we'll hear how the LA County Fire Rescue Team returned home after the Columbia earthquake mission. Stay tuned. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes, the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
Welcome back. LA County Fire Department Rescue Team, led by Capt. Russell Petty, returns after a week assisting Columbia's following a 7.4 magnitude quake that killed 300 people and left 400 missing. Noel Kirkpatrick has the full story.
The Los Angeles County Fire Department's Urban Search and Rescue Team touched down back in the city after a week-long stint overseas, where they joined Colombian crews digging through rubble in the wake of a 7.4 magnitude quake that struck the country on August 10th. The mission saw the team work around the clock, pulling survivors from collapsed structures and assisting medical volunteers, as officials reported roughly 300 fatalities and more than 400 people still unaccounted for. Captain Russell Petty briefed that the squad's specialized equipment and trained canines proved critical in locating victims buried deep beneath debris. The unit is now back at its home station, ready to respond to any local emergencies. Noel Kirkpatrick, GMNA News, Los Angeles.
Paramount City Hall reported a bronze memorial statue of a kneeling soldier and rifle stolen late Wednesday morning, prompting a major crimes investigation by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and city officials. Noel Kirkpatrick has the full story.
Police say a bronze memorial statue showing a kneeling soldier, along with a separate bronze rifle, vanished from the grounds of Paramount City Hall late Wednesday morning. A city employee discovered the pieces missing and alerted the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Major Crimes Bureau, which has opened a theft investigation. Officials estimate the artwork's value at $100,000 and say at least one suspect is being sought. The theft occurred in the early hours, before city staff arrived for the day, and investigators are reviewing security footage and canvassing the area for leads. The city has urged anyone with information to come forward. Detectives will also interview nearby businesses and check for any pawn shop activity tied to the missing bronze pieces. Noel Kirkpatrick, GMNA News, Paramount.
Thank you, Los Angeles, for watching the local sunset. Tonight's heartwarming moment, Grammy songwriter Diane Warren welcoming a viral West Hollywood piglet reminded us that compassion thrives in our city. We'll be back tomorrow with more stories that matter to you. Stay safe and see you then.